I almost forgot to change the scene. Guys, we're already in a hype train before the stream even starts. Oh my god. Hi, good evening. I see some new faces. Welcome. I am there's so much to say. Oh wow, that is such a French way of typing choo choo. That's adorable. Um So I'm late. The power went out about an hour before a stream was supposed to start. And so oh, and now my tracking device. There we go. Hello. Hi. Okay. Is it okay if I call you Vader? Do you prefer join Vader? I'm gonna start with Vader until you correct me. And also, I'm gonna go with Kakoa? Maybe? I don't know. You'll correct me. Vader is better. Okay. Welcome. Today's wild. Today's crazy. Waking up to 100 followers and then, working on the stream all day long and getting so much support on Twitter as well. And then the power goes out and I'm sick. You might be able to tell. I'm a little sick. I'm feeling a bit scattered. However's easier. Okay. I like Kakoa. I can say Kakoa, but I hope it's right. I don't know if I even really have the words for everything. I think my brain's just kind of overwhelmed. So, I guess since I can't think of words, we'll just go right into Esoteric Ebb. So since we have a few new people here, I'll give a broad recap, and then Oni specifically has requested that I recap last stream since he did not have a chance to watch the VOD yet. So, general story is, this game is in sort of like a setting like D&D. We are a cleric, and we have made our stat line. Cookie's still trying to figure out offline chat. At the start of the game, you make your stat line, and your stat line will influence what you can see in the game, what kind of interactions you have in the game. It will completely change the game entirely, depending on how you start and what stats you choose along the way. I have chosen a very int, wisdom, charisma-based build. I mean, I say that, but my character is also very silly. He's also got his moments. So, the first thing we remember is being dead in the river. The first moment in the game, we know that we have died, and someone pulled us out of the river and sent us to the mortuary, and we awoke in the mortuary, where there is a guy who I'm pretty sure is a necromancer. So I don't really know if I'm undead or if I survived somehow. I didn't ask questions. I was afraid of the answers. So, so let's see. We woke up dead, and what we do know is that there is an election in 5 days, and it feels very important. It feels like a deadline. In fact, the game told us as much. That's our deadline, is 5 days. And we were given an investigation by the city. We were hired by the city as a cleric to investigate a tea shop that blew up. They said it was about a fireplace exploding. It was supposed to be just a mishap, a mistake, but after investigating it further, we have found that it was an assassination attempt, or at least I presume as much. You see, a long time ago there was this war from someone who used a really strong fireball spell to kill an elf, and elves are pretty rare. And we investigate this tea shop. We find that it was probably destroyed by level 8 or 9 fireball. Very high level magic. Oh, got our hype chests. Oh, I love it. um, it's such a good game. And inside this tea shop, we found the burned body of an elf. Someone assassinated an elf in this tea shop. And we have to figure out who, we have to figure out why, we have to figure out what's going on, and we hardly remember anything about ourselves because when we died, we got amnesia. In a way. I mean, we still remember everything, but it's kind of behind doors that we're opening. There's also this something in the world called, like, esoteric, well, our goblin companion calls it esoteric bullshit. Esoteric is just the name for, like, the wild magic that is inherent to the world. You'll see that there's these pillars, like this one. Oh, there's a giant sphinx lady. This pillar is called the Pillar of Yor. It goes down through the earth. There's many pillars, I believe, and Yor is like the god of all gods, but there are also other gods, like our god, Earth. Oh man, there's so much to explain. Could you say you are an elf-employed part-time streamer? Mr. Snuffles, I don't know if there will ever be a day that you don't make a pun. And I hope that there isn't. So, to recap most recently in our investigation, last stream, I went back. I went around the city. I was trying to look for things that I might have missed before because I have this as my summary. It's almost time. We're nearing the end. Last time, you found Meriadoc, the star witness you've been looking for all campaign. He told you about this invisible smoking person who entered into the pillar. As crazy as it sounds, you're certain you need to follow. You need to find a way into the Pillar of Yor. So yeah, after the tea shop exploded, there was a witness who saw a man who was invisible walking into the pillar. Now, to see someone invisible, it's weird. He had an outline of like smoke around him, I guess. So that's how he knew someone was there. Last time, we uncovered the assassin that was chasing us and trying to kill us. Thank you so much, Ice. Oh, and what a number to choose. Behave. Hold on. Where's my... There it is. Just for you. So yes, last time we got hunted by our assassin friend again, and this time we uncovered who she was. And Oni, you were right. It was the woman at Pillar Crossing. And I say woman, in fact, it was a young girl, a Darrow. Darrows are the current politician, until the election, and until I convince everyone to elect me as their god wizard king. I didn't make that title up, the game did. So yes, oh man, so much happened last stream. I got the spell Mage Hand, so now I can pick up stuff from a distance, so I've been looting apples everywhere. And then I went to Nessun, because I wanted to tell her about the mushroom friend that we found, and she taught me speak with animals, but I couldn't find the cat. So instead I just walked past the griffin. I gently woke him up. And that's kind of where we are now. We are walking around town, finding stuff, and I just got access to this room. The only thing I've done in here so far, there was a box, and it had something shiny in it. And I used Mage Hand to pull it out. It was a helmet, that's what it was. I got a new helmet. And even though I used Mage Hand to pull it out, the mosquito sand still attacked me. And so we put a lid on that box, and it won't bother us anymore. She's unearthing the secrets of this game, oh my gosh. Someone died of death and disease, yes. I don't know, actually, Thank you for reminding me, Kakoa. You didn't know that you reminded me, but you did. The assassin turned out to be the one to push us into the river. Turns out that she was a warlock, and so her pact made her kill us, so she pushed us into the river. But we came back, and so she's been trying over and over and over again to kill us. And now that we know this, her pact has been broken. She is no longer a warlock. So, we are free from the assassin. I did also uncover a new area, and then I was too afraid to explore it. So I turned around and I ran. HWBT AR trade coat 8. Oh, I did not get any of that. All right. That box belongs to someone. There's a bunch of coins hidden in this grain sack. Don't mind if I do. Absolute. No, there's not. I took them all. There's so much in this room that I haven't looted yet, like those pocket bikes. Oh my gosh. Oh, and yeah, we do also have Wordle. Congratulations, Cookie. Oh man, I'm so happy that my power is back. I was so worried I wouldn't stream tonight, and now I'm over the moon. Some huge scrolls from Divinitorum. Okay. What's that? An expensive potion sits on the top shelf. You couldn't possibly reach that high, but you know who can? Mage Hand. Mind expansion. Common potion known to allow knowledge to stick more easily, often used by students. Grants a minor intelligence increase for a week. This game only goes on for 5 days. I'm eating it. You reversed the sickness just as streamed. Oh no, trust me, I was always going to stream even if I was sick. It was just about the power going out. Let's see. Apples. Yeah, you could eat a couple. Oh yeah. Look at them. These apples look pretty fresh, actually. Beautiful. Some hammers. One could be useful. Don't mind if I do. I'm just robbing this place blind. I don't even know who it belongs to. Just flexing the mage hand. Absolutely. Overuse. Tiny bikes. You stare at the rack of hanging tiny bicycles. Bicycle is a land transportation device first popularized in the early arcane era, originally invented due to the difficulty of transporting horses to the floating majocratic cities. They are scared of portals. That is a cute detail. Horses being afraid of portals. Oh, and if you're familiar with the game, Disco Elysium, this game is very similar where our senses will be arguing with us. And if you're not familiar with Disco Elysium, we're going to seem very schizophrenic. Some of them are very tiny. Oh, but there's another voice that has an information. Okay, Dexterity says, a bicycle is famously used by freestarters during the early revolution to escape the majocratic forces, now a symbol of many free cities and reeds. Oni, you could eat some of them. Yeah, 30 plus in the inventory and 4 HP left on the character, we know. I have 9 out of 21 HP, so... Pocket bikes, the dream of every kid in Norvik. They're covered in dust. These are extremely expensive, if they work. Few pocket bikes are functional these days. The bikes don't seem to do anything. Oh, he's making fun of how short Snell is? Okay, no. Last stream, Snell was such a good boy. He's the best boy. We were fighting the assassin, and as we won, she's on the ground, her mask like taken off, and we're like, all right, tell us everything. And she was being like really obstinate at first, like really reluctant to talk to us. And Snow was like, no, you answer him. And, oh gosh. I don't know. He was very defensive for us. He protected us a lot last stream verbally, not just physically. He does always protect us in fights too, but emotionally, we're best friends now. I know it. You would also make fun of Snell? How dare you? He's a swell guy. Goblin. I'm surprised you didn't say Snell. I bet you wanted to, but you were afraid that I wouldn't get the pun. I imagine. Poor Snell being bullied. I know, right? He's so good. I couldn't sell it. See, now I'm making up the puns in my head. This is worse for me. You're not saying the pun. I am in my head. I can't escape that. Snell, would you like one? No, thanks. I'm assuming they're broken anyhow. They'd never leave actual functioning pocket bikes in a place like this. Way too expensive. Snell looks around. Where is that rhythmic thumping noise coming from? Focus on that instead. You stare at the tiny bikes. Can I ride one of these things? Unless you're the size of a goblin with the reduced cast spell on him. No. You'd look like a jester, but not in a good way. Dang it. Why is one bottle? One of these potions looks esoteric. Magic. Crate with a rhythmic thumping noise coming from inside? What? It's just a crate, right? But what's that rhythmic thumping noise? Excuse me? Crate with a rhythmic thumping noise coming from inside. That's so funny. Mimic. Hadn't considered that. You approach one of the many large crates inside the warehouse. Why is there a rhythmic thumping noise here? It is coming from this box. I'm gonna knock on the crate. As you do, the drumming noise stops. Then, after a short break, it starts up again. It'll be incredible if it's... Whose side are you on? You're my mod. Your companion gives you a tired shrug. Come on. Alright, so... there is a cooldown before everyone starts typing it, so one at a time. Someone type ! Roll. We'll see if you have the DC needed to open this crate. You need to roll a 6 since we have a -2. So, who wants to be our first roller? Mr. Snuffles got it. You don't got it. And then it will tell us when the cooldown is done. There it is. Alright, our next roller. Oni's also 2. Oh. You know, it's, I don't really have any excuses for you. Didier got it, 17. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like it, Vader. Cookie, you'll have to try again. You're a long way from the sack race now, Oni. I forgot to mention that too. I was so excited. Oh, well done, Cookie. I was so excited to start stream today. Sunday stream slots coming back. We're going to be playing more multiplayer Coral Island. So that's exciting. I've been working really hard on that. And oh boy, I'm excited. I've been working so hard. I really hope you guys like what I've done for it. Does anyone else want to give it a roll? See if they can roll a 6 or higher. Hi, hey, Rat! Well done, Vader. That's a success. There we go. Anyone else want to try? Hey, Rat. Never seen this game before. Oh, man. I just finished a really long recap. Let's see how brief of a recap I can do. It's very D&D-ish. We are investigating a tea shop that blew up. Turns out we think it was an assassination attempt and possibly trying to start a war, because a previous war was started this exact same way. So we are currently investigating who blew up the tea shop, why. Oh yeah, you just, yep, exclamation point roll. Yep, you don't need to do anything else, just that one thing, and it'll roll dice. I suck at D&D, let's see. Oh no, yeah, I think you might have a little bit of cursed dice luck. Brief recap, I'm Earth LARPing with a smelling goblin named Snell, and we are adventuring together. True. So, I am in my Discord listed as Grease Maxing Earth LARPer. That's because in every single combat, I have used the spell Grease. And so now I'm declaring myself a Grease build cleric. And when we fought a very big, nasty troll, we were pretending to be our god, Earth, who was responsible for basically eradicating all the trolls. So we used his fear of Earth, pretending to be Earth, to kill him. Or probably kill him. We don't actually have confirmation that he's dead. He has a 1 in 20 chance of surviving. So, unless there's any more rollers trying to get a 6 or higher. Actually, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna change up my inventory a little bit here to help me. Yeah, here we go. +3 strength. That's what I need right here. Oh, thank you so much, Vader. That's so nice of you. How do goblins eat hot dogs? By goblinets. Oh my gosh. Just bad things happen when someone rolls a nat 1 in this. You will get hurt. Oh, I need to heal. Thank you for that, Wrath. Oh my gosh. Consumables. Oni would have yelled at me. I don't think it's that severe, right? I'll just eat a cardamom treat. One more. Okay, let's go back to looking at these. Watch me do it again. Oh yeah. Let me pull that out of the way. There we go. So, oh, why did I do that? I could have just worn this. Regenerates HP over time. All right, well, now that we have an increased strength stat, +0. So now all I need is to roll a 4. Okay. You get in position. You lean in and, ready when you are. Why is there a question mark? Why is there a question mark? Lift with your legs? No, that's not it. Right, of course. Everyone knows. Lift with your back. Your back muscles snap. As you hear that rancid noise, a scream escapes your mouth, and the pain causes you to fall. Jesus, how do you lift, cleric? Fucking hell. Okay, just let me finish this, all right? Hi, Galliade. Welcome, welcome. I'll just let Snell handle this, I think. All right. The goblin puts his meager body weight into it, and despite you being out of commission, he gets the side to crack open. Hi, Gally. Are you familiar with Esoteric Ebb at all, or would you like a very brief recap of what's going on, what we're doing, our goal as the cleric? You have played this game. Oh, wonderful. This is my first playthrough of it, completely blind. I know absolutely nothing, and oh, I love this game so much. It's so fun, so good. All right, let's let him rip into it. Not a mimic? She's role-playing her age with that back pain. Cookie. You're on thin ice. Oh, Sky thinks hi. That's so funny. I was just messaging someone saying like, oh, I haven't talked to Sky very much, but she seems like a real sweetheart. That's so funny. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Oh. The tea shop owner. Thank you very much. I'm gonna head out. I'm working from home. Good luck with work, Rat. Absolutely. Have fun. So, this is a big part of the mystery for those who are new. The tea shop owner fled the tea shop shortly before. Oh, that's so nice of you, Mr. Snuffle. He fled the tea shop just before the explosion went off. It's been 3 days. We haven't been able to find him. Why is he in this box? I can explain. Dunk. You watch the wingless, crow-looking creature scramble to compose himself. Drummer. That is a Yobukadori, often shortened to just Yobu. Yobukadori, a birdfolk creature cursed to wander without wings or a voice of their own. They have the esoteric ability to mimic any sound they've heard. They originate from certain mountains in Nim. That's so funny. So D&D equivalent to this would be the Kenku race, and I've actually played as a Kenku wizard before in D&D, and I went into it making little notes on my piece of paper of everything that my friends were saying, and I would try to like mimic their voices as well, but I'm not very good at doing different voices. I've kind of got like my voice and that's about it. So I would have pages and pages of phrases that I could just flip through to try to piece together a language. It was so fun. I'm always an air cockroach. Air cockroach, yeah. Circle of the Moon Druid. Oh, that's fun. I haven't played many druids. I usually end up playing Paladin. I'm a Paladin player. No matter the game, I end up being Paladin. Absolutely. Love D&D. So fun. There is, see, here's the thing is my niche is sort of mystery detective games. This one just happens to be very D&D-ish, but there is a sort of D&D game that I've really wanted to play. It's called Sunderfolk. If you guys have, I would say like 3 to 4 players, It's a very good game. Only one person needs to buy it, and then they host it for everyone else to play with them. So, I haven't played much of it. I played like a session's worth, and it was so much fun. Once again, that game is Sunderfolk. Highly recommend. I always play Rogue or Fighter. What is a spell slot? So, let's learn a bit more about Ym, one of 8 bands along the coast, great homeland of the elusive and isolationist High Elves, a land of artificial forests, crags covered in eternal darkness, and roots burrowing into the very coast itself. The Ym have fought a losing battle against devils and celestials for millennia, but their authoritarian societies still lives within those great walls. All right. The Birdman lets out a strange throat noise, then makes a series of nervous chuckles. He's inside of a shipping crate, marked for export. He's clearly trying to flee the law. Maybe he has a good reason to escape? Is the fellow in danger? Cleric, I don't think that's the illegal part. I don't think... See, this is my favorite thing, is having my whole stat line lean into intelligence and then saying the stupidest thing I can find. Explain it quickly. Oh, Dunk, yes. I'm just inspecting the wares. Warehouse wares. Dunk. I just got the achievement, Dunk. That's the best thing to do, confuse your DM as much as possible. I had one friend who would truly randomize their character. They would roll their stats and place those stats in the order that they rolled them, and then they would roll their race and their class. And he always made it work. He was always one of the strongest in the party. Dude was just good no matter what happened. What is that sound? What, Dunk? Snow, is this guy some kind of troublemaker? I'd say you could make that argument. I'm not. Dunk. I can ask him who... Okay, first things first. Who are you voting for? Is it me? Alright, so... Are you aware that your tea shop has exploded? What? He knows. The bird mimics the sound of a young and shocked man. Sounds like a slam dunk case here. Dunk, 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 dunk. Ice play as a mage. There's a dwarf like Hagrid. That's so fun. Objection. You know, I actually do want to play Ace Attorney on here eventually because, I mean, as mentioned, mystery detective games. And I haven't played all of them. I'm only supposed to play games that are blind, completely brand new to me. So I don't really know how to get around the ones that I've already played. But maybe if it's like a lead-in to ones that I haven't played, it'll be fine. What a horrible and Dunk. Shocking revelation. He's struggling to put together cohesive sentences. That's like his nervous tick. When his sentences get twisted like that. Have I played Duck Detective? I've not. It is on my list. I have waited so many years to start streaming. I have collected a list of, I think we're around 500 games right now that I wanted to play. Currently, next up on our list is possibly Outer Wilds, which I know absolutely nothing about. I just know that it was very widely received in a very positive light. A lot of people love this game. So, that's currently the plan. Unless we play Esoteric Ebb through to August, where the game Grave Seasons releases. And then I'll probably play that on release. Isn't that hard with the internet to see stuff online, though? I don't remember the context for this. You'll have to remind me, Cookie. I'm sorry. Tell me what happened on that morning, when it blew up. Oh, it was all normal. Empty tea shop all morning. I had business on Water Lane over noon. Been busy since then. This big shock. But this is big shock. Uh-huh. You didn't hear the explosion? Sorry? He holds the claw to the side of his head. This bird fuck is clearly messing with you. Either that, or he's the most awful, compulsive liar you've ever met. Oh, you were talking about only playing games you didn't know anything about. Yes, it's been very hard. I have had to basically just avoid a lot of things for a long period of time. When Outer Wilds released, I had to avoid YouTube for a while. Yeah, it's not easy. Why is my health bar going down? I healed. Wait. Did the troll horn say it was healing me over time or hurting me over time? What was the game? The D&D game that I recommended or the one that I had to avoid YouTube for? Oh, I lost health from my bad lifting. You're so right. Thank you so much. The one that I recommended for D&D, oh, the avoidance, that was for Outer Wilds. Which will probably be up next, but I don't know how long it is, so I don't know if we'll finish it in time for Grave Season's release in August. So that's the tricky part. I have no idea how long these games are going to take to complete because I can't look up anything about them. I have to stay blind. So, I don't know. We'll find out. The Chad himself, Snell, had to work. You see your companion rub his eyes. Stop messing around. This is serious. Yes, I understand. Donk. Alright, well, now you know. Awful news. I didn't even had no insurance, sadly. Got something to ask him, Snell? No, he's clearly telling us everything. You can sense him thinking everything he wants to say. Sarcasm warning. You hear the bird let out a hearty laugh. If he had a voice of his own, it'd be a nervous laugh. Golly, you got caught by the auto mod. That's so funny. I had to manually approve. You want to know? It was the phrase bend over. Oh, that's so funny. How does this store owner have worse English than me? So true, Cookie, so true. Time to use donk over. Oh my goodness. Okay. No worries. I'll get back on my feet. Always do. I'll just get back to inspection, and you know where to find me. Should I like threaten this guy or something else? A push is all he needs. Then he will spill the truth. He sure talks a lot for someone without a voice. But he sucks at lying. Oh, dang! I have 2 fused discs in my back from a motorcycle accident landing on a rock. Holy! Well, I'm glad you're okay. That's no joke. So yeah, now the 3 physical and 2 psychic damage makes sense. Wow. The bird's pretty quick. You gotta catch him up if you want to find a way to twist reality out of him. Beware, failure here will mean debasing yourself. Oh, couldn't walk for 3 months. My gosh. Better now, back to riding motorcycles. That sounds about right. Grease? Why is grease lighting up? Okay, here's the thing. I know that I'm grease build. Wait. I know that I'm grease build, but I don't have any more spell slots. And my incense, it's running out. It would be easier. Ooh, and I have advantage. I have advantage both ways. Okay. Well, either way, chat, can you roll a 9? Who'll be first? Mr. Snuffles? You do get it. You catch him in the lie. Raw butter. Looks like a delightful riff off Disco Elysium. Yes, this is sort of like a D&D-ish Disco Elysium. It's so good. It's so wonderful. Oh, Oni. I shall go soon. My bad will happen. There we go. Oh, Gally, give it one moment. You might need to type a different message just so that way it doesn't think. Oh wait, it's exclamation point roll. I don't think D20 will trigger it actually. Oh, just one short. That's like the worst ones when you're like just almost there, just hardly. Would anyone else like to see how they do? Rift played. Hi, oh my gosh. Welcome back. And you failed. Me using commands. Yeah, from, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yay! Tragic. Oh no, Vader too. Oh my gosh. Evening replay. Roll 20. You think you can influence the dice that way? No, they cannot be bribed. Would anyone else like to try the roll? I think we've gotten almost everyone. And it'll be my turn. Yeah, sure. Give it another try. Oh, raw butter. You know, you were just warming up for the night, right? just Oh, Gally, it didn't help. I'm so sorry. 2 people's first roll being nat 1 today. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Oh, that's a pop-up for my computer. There we go. All right, there we go, Vader. All right, let's see how I do. Oh, thank goodness. I got worried. Smooth now. just continue the convo and slip in that question. Good, good. By the way, I gotta ask, which crate were you inspecting when the explosion happened? It was other one with the potion. He stops. Gotcha. No, I meant. Can't take that back, Mr. Drummer. Your lies have been eviscerated by my impeccable wit and. Oh, man, another word I've only read before and never heard. Is it raucousness? I don't know. You're taking it a bit far, cleric. He gives Drummer a frown. Just spill the fucking beans already. Dunk. Sad dunk. Now hit him with the big questions. Who blew up the tea shop, Mr. Drummer? Okay. The Birdman repeats twice with the voice of a shrill woman. Would a cleric say this stuff is more paladin's language from my experience? I feel like we are very paladin-esque, yes. We are members of the Earth Guard. So it does feel sort of paladin-ish. We're kind of like cleric who has a few levels in paladin and a few levels in wizard. My hammer is named Questions. Gotta head off to bed. Oh, pleasant dreams. Sleep well. I'm glad you were able to stop by. Thank you so much. I'll tell you everything. Start talking then. I'm running a business on the side. Import, export, smuggling. Sure, I'll give him the shot. Keep going. Free Striders, my supplier. They set up a meeting on that day. I left the tea shop behind, went to check on the wares. That's true. Wait, did you know beforehand that it was going to explode? No! Dunk. I was in the warehouse. Here, I hear explosion. Then I hear Free Striders talking about it upstairs. So I hide in here, waiting for boat to get away from HWPT and Free Striders and the rest of this bloody mess. What if someone has a hammer called Answers? That's so funny. Now I'm just imagining what were they called? Those like inflatable things that you put on your fists to punch people and it wouldn't hurt. It's like, no. It's like Bop'em, Sock'em. No, that's the robot game. What am I thinking of? I don't remember. But they were like inflatable air hammers for your fists. I sound crazy trying to describe this. Oh gosh. Hulk hands. I remember Hulk hands were one of them, but I'm thinking of like an actual like air soccer poppers. Yes. Bop bags. A good alternative name. I have a shield named No. Alright, so let's see. I can ask him all of this. Should I? Are you afraid of the HWPT? They will give me punished if they find out my little secret. Dunk. Possibly. The old lady wouldn't take kindly to having a smuggling operation going on right under her nose. How are the Free Striders connected with all this? They set it up. They set me up. I had access to the secret tunnel under the temple. They forced me. I had to. kind of irrelevant to my mind right now. I care about the tea shop. I'm about to dunk the tea shop owner in a deep fryer if he says dunk one more time. Tell me more about this meeting. He seems to stop for a moment, contemplating his next mimicry carefully. At noon, information broker, a foreign woman. She was selling something to freestriders. She was in tea shop when I left. Oh boy. You're talking about the elf. Elf. He repeats your own voice back to you. Interesting. It's very unlikely that he's never heard the word elf before. Why is he specifically choosing my voice, my telling of who it was inside? They actually made a version called Sumo, and it was a giant hoop you put around your waist so you could belly bump each other. That's crazy. It's called McDonald's. I'm the kind of nerd where I see a Twitch stream and end up copy editing the Wikipedia article for the game being played. That's so fun, though. I love a good list. Okay. Little baby Sheepie playing Pokemon. Majority of my time playing Pokemon was on pen and paper, writing down like, oh, what team am I gonna have and what moves will I teach them? And then like 30% of the time it was me actually playing the game. I didn't even play very like competitively or anything. I just like lists. As if he just learned the word from you. Did he actually? Speak. Yes, elf. I do not know much. The voice he's mimicking displays way more confidence than his body language admits. Pokemon was awakening for many young gamers. I didn't know her name. She would hang out with the dwarves sometimes. Been playing Pokemon Champions a lot. Nice! Oh, that's right. I think we talked about that briefly before. Dwarves, huh? You should go have a chat with them about that. Who was she meeting with? A freestrider. A freelancer. Freelancer? What's a freelancer? The hag. He starts flapping his arms as if he had wings. That's it! The hag, she did it. She blew up my tea shop. Typical, he says, imitating Snell's voice and giving him a nod. Don't do that. But he's right. If there's a rogue hag running around, some esoteric bullshit is sure to follow. We'll need to follow up. Do you know where this hag is located? No, don't know. Ask the freestriders. That's all. That's all I know. And you're sure you've told me everything you can? Yes, please. I am in trouble, but I did nothing wrong. The goblin scoffs. What's your plan now, Birdman? I will leave. Dunk. Dunk means you're lying. Are you staying? What's going on? Imagine actually being a Kenku. I'd never be able to make punny jokes. You would have your whole life focused around exploring the world, meeting new people, learning new phrases, just so that at the right age of like 73, you would finally walk into the prime time of your life of telling puns. I have business in Reeds. Big business. You should really stay and deal with this tea shop mess. The bird stares at you, looking uncomfortable. I'm on to you. I'm on to you, drummer. So what's protocol now? He whispers back, protocol? If he's trying to leave the city, taking his sit reg would be a good start. Sit, sight. Sight? Sit. Sit reg, short for Citizens Registry, usually carried in the form of a small piece of paper, can be used to freely travel in aligned ports across a coast. My first word was pun. My mom likes to make fun of me because my first word was actually 2 words. My first words were, no, mama. And ever since then, I've been saying no. I'm very difficult, apparently. I'm sure the old lady would love to have a word with him. Let me see your papers, citizen. The bird fiddles with his satchel. A worn piece of paper. His claw holds it forth. Citizens Registry. As you hold it up to your helmet, the bird makes that rhythmic thumping noise a few more times. Oh. You turn it over in your hands. The paper is thick. It says, Drummer, Imling. Those from Im. It's one of the many substitute surnames given to folk who don't have the surname custom. Born 01/01/02 PE. Bet he picked 02 as his birth year, just to avoid it looking too fake. Okay. Do I let him leave and flee, or do I make him stay? He reminds me of Dobby constantly punishing himself for disobeying his master. He was born in the prehistoric era. What, 2002 is prehistoric era to you? Oh no, it's because it was PE. I'm sorry, Cookie, that was a good joke. That's on me. Okay, let's talk about this. So, if I force him to stay, it is possible that I would be endangering him. But maybe I'll get more information that way. Will I actually get more information? I'm not sure. Forgive me, there's something in my eye again. What the heck? So, if I let him leave, would anything of value be lost? Or has he told us everything that he will? Did he really never hear the word elf before? He's from Im, right? There's elves in Im, right? I don't know, he's sus but could be in danger. That's what I'm worried about, yeah. I'll let him go, I think. Oh, thank you. He nervously glances towards the exit. Should I contain this guy? It would take time to do so. He does not deserve it. Your gut tells you no. Boring. Tossing him in the stockade does seem like a good choice. It's a great prison dungeon of Norvik, comprised of a large section of the part of the city below that lays beneath the palace, refitted to be a modern rehabilitation and confinement of all types of convicted criminals. Ask him to go to the crate and close it. But spending time on that seems stupid. If everybody says no, that means yes. I mean, even I say no before even asking my body. I'm like, you can go. Oh, thank you. The voice sounds grateful. Since you are so kind. He hands you another note from his satchel. There's a series of numbers on it. Hidden safe. In my office. Oh, wait. Safe. Where do I remember seeing a safe? Crap. I don't know where it is. They could be saying yes in different languages. That sounds like the English word no. That would be interesting. That is combination. Feel free to take all the shit you want. The contents. Contents. I will not return to this establishment. He's in serious danger, huh? Thank you for your service. Birdman starts to shuffle toward the stairs. One more thing. I should inform you that the elf was found dead. He freezes in his step. Without looking your way, you hear him mimic a shrill voice. Not my problem. Well, wow. All right. Then he just keeps walking. That's kind of rude. She died. In Polish, the word for yes is pronounced no. I don't think his eyes have looked straight once at us. That's so funny. Meanwhile, my eyes have something in them too. Ah. Did he know? No, not for sure. As the Birdman leaves the warehouse, you hear a faint, rhythmic sound follow him out. Not my problem, Dunk. Dunk. Alright, Oni. You win this time. I wonder what he'll do. You believe anything he said? Sure. I'm certain he believes that he's a victim here. I'm inclined to say the same, somewhat. And he did not blow up the tea shop, not with that smuggling stuff going on. And that elf. His voice trails off. Then he mutters a curse word. She had a connection with the Asgulls in the tea shop. She also had a meeting with the Freestriders. Feels like she's a string connecting every fucking party in the city. Which is why they should all vote for me. What a fucking mess. Let's go. And with that, on that autosave, I'm going to take a very short break. Everyone, I encourage you to stretch your legs. It's very important. Get some water, grab a snack, and we'll be back very shortly. I'm not late. I'm here. All right, I was like a few seconds like, hold on. Hi. Did anyone go get a snack? What'd you get? That was a short trip, dunk. So here's the thing. I see an apple in there. I want the apple. Give me the apple. What's this? Oh. Last time when we talked to Nessun, we got this. 3 minutes to stretch, then turn over in your bed. Got chocolate? Okay, wait, what kind? Is it white chocolate, milk chocolate, or dark chocolate? Tea and wild. I'll probably fall asleep in stream. Good night, pleasant dreams. I'll try not to get scared. If I get scared, no promises, I might scream a little bit. Milk chocolate. Solid choice. A very good choice. For me personally, I will eat anything except white chocolate. All the white chocolate is donated to my mod Oni. All right. Let's see what's this door. Door to the port. Okay. Well, they've barred this tight. Okay. Never mind. We don't go through that door. Alarm, loud female voice in me beyond caution. I'll accept all the white chocolate with pleasure. I knew you would. Oh yeah, there's this guy. I want to talk to him if I'm able. Oh no, you're kidding. I can just scoosh past. Oh, that's good. He was blocking our way for the longest time. Is Druidcraft allowing us to talk with them? These guys would always hide from us. A tiny primal spirit. Hello. Shemay and Eric? Is it stealing? He seems fine. I've never tried to do that action on someone before. Translate, please. He said, please take this. Can I go through here? I can. I want to talk to that guy standing outside. Howdy. A Vicness? Oh, I already tried to behold him, and I knew nothing. I rolled so poorly. Oh, here is our stat line. Oh, I'm kind of in the way. My strength is 10, my dexterity is 13, and then we have constitution at 11, intelligence at 19, wisdom at 14, and charisma at 12. So I'm very intelligence heavy, and wisdom and charisma, but my dexterity is kind of catching up now. It's good for me, and I did forget to switch back my equipment. Let's see. It says quickly regenerates HP over time, but it has not. I did not gain HP. Interesting. Let's do this. Okay. Let's talk to this guy. Hey, man. Along the docks, you see a bustling of humans and dwarves, cargo moving about among hard, salty waves hitting the pier. 83% is the sweet spot. That's a pretty good semi-sweet, I think. Honestly, that's a very good choice. I think I'm kind of in the same range, because I do kind of like it a little bit on the darker side. Yeah, I mess with that, for sure. The Grand Port of Water Lane. You see only a glimpse of the dockyard from here. This is where the business happens. Though this is the quiet side. Looking across the span, you see most ships are docked on the West Walk, or Water Lane West, or whatever they call it these days. On the edge behind the Freestarter HQ, a number of workers are hanging about, drinking and talking. One of them, a long-haired dwarf with droopy eyes, throws you a cool-headed nod. You look like a cleric. What's up? Hey, girl. I didn't even know that there were percents. Chocolate rabbit hole just opened up. 83 is relatively bitter, but I like bitter teas, and I love citrus and sour stuff. See, I think 83 is a little bit on the more bitter side, but it's also very flavorful for me. Like, I feel if you go to a lesser percentage, it becomes more milky, creamy, sugary, rather than, like, chocolatey. I like it to be chocolatey. Nothing much. Work is over for some, starting for others. It's like a tidal wave hitting the shore, you know? Like a never-ending search for capital. Yeah, dude, so true. Yeah, for sure. Hello. Yes, I'm the cleric. I thought that would be clear by now. By now? I've never met you before, man. It is pretty obvious. Alright. I mean, who else would dress like this? The goblin gestures towards you and your outfit. True, I guess. No. I didn't reset it. But I do remember last time that I didn't reset it, you said that you had a terrible memory. So, well done. You earned it. I like dark chocolate with mint. Ooh, that's a good combo. Also chocolate with orange. I know not everyone likes it, but I do. Thanks, you earned it. All you. So what's your story? My story, man? Yeah, tell me. Well, I'm not that interesting. I just did like what most exiles did. As the VK got all stale and no one would find a job, we moved downriver. Earth was really cool back in the day with all that stuff. My dad took me and my sister all the way down. He worked on the GSP, and no, I never got into construction myself, but since I finished school, I've been seen on the docks. Not here. I only worked on Waterlane for like a year or two, but I've been all over the city really. The GSP outlet, Ice Bay Point, North Housing. I had a gig with a factory on North Wall before the Bone Purge, but they shut down once they took down all the zombies. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Freestriders, but the AR pays well, nice folks too. Beyond that, I'm looking for a wife at the moment. Had my eyes on this gal who lived in the hills last year, but she liked my friend Jag more. I don't blame her. He's got a real nice mustache. Though it's getting hard saving up for a house these days, so I'm not sure if I'll ever afford the whole family life, you know? That's so unhinged. Oh my god. Cute titty. Holy. Thank you very much. Oh my god. I'm in it. You guys think that was fast? No. Trust me, I can talk faster. God. Oh, all of this, and I still need to learn. I still need to ask more. What is Ice Bay Point? Oh, thank God it's short. The eastern point on the Palace District, the third largest port in Norvik. Maybe I should vote Asgalist. Oh, what a lovely story. A regular dwarven tale. Typical below average worker. This is not a hustler. Thanks for asking. Clerics don't usually act all nice and kindly, you know? He goes in for a fist bump. Do it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hells yeah. You hear Snow audibly yawn behind you. Oh, Snow, are you jealous? Goodbye, citizen. Oh, they said there were people behind here. No, I can't actually go behind here. Can I go down this way? There's a barred door down these stairs. Clerics aren't nice and kind, then what are they normally? In this universe, clerics are... I think they're sort of like city investigators. Lydia, you know more than I do on this one. Probably. I believe that clerics tend to be like part of the Earth Guard, and they tend to be sort of like government employees, you know? The government. I could ask her how she's doing, but we already have a date with her, so like, what's the value? No, I'm kidding. Hey, Vera. The orc stands among fancy furniture. A crackling fireplace lights up her face as you approach. Welcome to the Ascani Reeds Trading Company, cleric. It is the orc lady again. Beware her manipulation. Yes, and also, tell her she looks lovely. You look lovely. What? You look lovely to meet you again? No, that's a fumble. Hello, agent. How's the free striding going? That's not a verb I usually hear, but it's going well. We're currently deep in paperwork with a new partner. A lot of work. She walks over to the desk, grabbing a piece of paper. It could be a good idea to search the guild warehouse below. Not only to find some goodies, but also to check on what's going in and out of the city. This wonderful Freestarter lady is the one who decides who comes and goes, so talk her into letting you enter her warehouse. If you know what I mean. Sorry. If you ask that, she will think you mean something very different. I can gladly report to you that the business with the dwarves was eventually solved after you left. Alright, that's fair, Cookie. I deserve this one. Through entirely peaceful methods, thankfully. Oh, really? A contact at the palace helped me recruit 2 Vorgeni gentlemen. The giant kind of gentleman. When Alphaz saw them coming, he very quickly packed everything up and left. To tell the truth, I hoped for them to put up some resistance. Good job. Thank you, cleric. Good job. Yes. Thanks. Start slow cut. Yeah, thank you. Now, is there anything the Ascani Reeds Trade Company can do, can help you with today, cleric? Do I just dive right in? I remember our charisma last time told us that she likes men who are straightforward. But the first option was looking for a hug. I'm looking for a hug. Can I have a hug? I need access to the guild warehouse. Of course, we could have that arranged. It would take some time, of course, security clearance and such. Unless you. Unless. Unless. I suppose it could be sped up if you were to help me out in the matter I'm dealing with at the moment. Would you be interested? I can hear it out. Great! She walks over to a drawer and pulls out several papers. I've got a perfect task for a strong cleric like yourself. Uh-huh. She stuffs the yellow documents in your hand. AEFAs. Ah, cool. Every good entrepreneur knows about these. An Economic Free Strider Accord. That's the one. An Ascani Economic Free Strider Accord. We've been unable to hand them out previously due to a number of legal reasons that are being stripped away if we land in a good position of the future government. So in preparation, we're opening talks with a number of local entrepreneurs. Having these handed out by an official cleric would make the process a lot more official, however, greatly expediting the process. At least our numbers seem to indicate that folks are more agreeable to city officials than our own staff. I'm guessing you can assume why. You want me to hand out pamphlets? Oh, no. She taps the documents in your hand. These are legal documents showing every clause in the local EFA. Very generous terms. That will greatly assist the local corporations in growth, revenue, and stability. We're not all talk, you know. We do actually support local infrastructure and businesses, quite heavily. And the first step is getting those businesses to actually join our accord. You want me to hand out contracts? Yes, mostly for them to take a look at. Once we get 3 Tolstad businesses on paper, we'll have met our pre-election quota. That will make my bosses very happy. That would make me very happy. 3 businesses, huh? Why couldn't I have done this before talking to the bird? That could have been a freebie. Dang it. Time check. I actually don't know what time it is. 9:02. It is typically the time that we end stream. However, I was about half an hour late. I'm going to keep going. Yes, of course. If you want to deliver them to more, just go ahead. The businesses need to be established, but not necessarily registered. If you're not sure, you can hand them out anyway. Off the top of my head, I can recommend visiting Viskin's Lich House and the Drunk Sphinx, of course. But I'm sure you could find more. She winks. Come back once you've handed them out. I'll be sure to return the favor. Man. I just ask for the scroll? Hey, could I have that spell scroll over there? Oh, that? Just a little something left behind by my superior during his latest visit. Don't touch it, please. Alright, well, I met Meriadoc. And where was he? You're not shocked? No. Where? I didn't want to tell her. Dang it. All the way down on Under Hollow Ridge. He was captured by a troll. She groans, walking over to the desk. Of course he was. He's in one piece, I take it? He was smiling when I got him out of that cage. Of course he was. You see, our dear Moonwatch Prince came to visit us a few days ago. He journeyed for the election, yes, but from what I understand, it was also to seek out the ruins below the city for his research. No wonder he ended up in trouble. Vera sighs before tossing you a pouch. Here, for your service to the revolution. Oh, I will not say no. Let's keep this on the down low, shall we? She opens her mouth and thinks for a moment before clarifying. That means do not talk about how one of our most prestigious celebrities almost got eaten by a troll, okay? Do I have a choice? No. A grin and a waltz towards you later, and the orc leans in near your helmed face. Now, tell me, did you actually fight the troll? Our resident Frenchie ears peek up. Did you say revolution? Revolution? Then to Snell. Did you? Huh? The goblin lets out a sigh. We fought. It was a hard-earned victory. Oh, I bet. It must have been spectacular. A quick laugh, and then she returns to her desk to look over a document. Guys, did I fumble that? Was I about to get lucky with her? And then I just said that we did it together, and then she's like, oh, they're together. You know what? If that's the case, I choose Snell over her anyways. I'll have to speak with Moonwatch about it later, whenever he chooses to grace us with his presence once again. Once more, I must say I'm very grateful to have you here, Cleric. Thank you. Now, is there anything else the AR can do for you on this fine day? Just let me know. I want the spell scroll. I don't know what that letter is, too. But while I have this on my mind, this druidcraft, I remember that there was a tree outside of Darrow's house. I'm so suspicious of anyone with a hood right now because that's who was murdering us. But anyways, we're fine. Assassin is no longer a threat. Yeah, sorry. Darrow. Darrow has an apple tree that on last stream I asked the tree, do you know anything? And at first Snell gave us like a concerned look, and then Snell turned to the tree and he was like, you better tell him quick before you lose all your leaves, buddy. It was really cute. Let's fast travel to Tolstad. And then from Tolstad, we'll find the tree. And we'll talk to the tree, because maybe it does know something. Okay. He's running away? Why? I have Druidcraft. See, there we go. Hi. He was previously covered by a blanket in the rain, but I guess not anymore. Tiny primal spirits. Shmei and Eric. There's so many of you guys. What do you got? Strange mushroom juice? Why, thank you. Let's see. The tree is up this way. Yar. All right. Hello, tree. We meet again. A branch from the majestic apple tree in the magistrate's yard. See anything suspicious lately? He gives you a concerned glance. Then he too turns towards the tree and growls, you better answer quick if you want to keep your leaves, buddy. The tree does not respond. Damn, guess we'll never know. See, I thought that I'd have a different answer because I have Druidcraft now, but I guess not. Oh, man. What about this one up here? Can't reach that. Well, yeah, no duh, I want to talk to it. Alright, well, that's a no-go. I thought that I was onto something, but not this time. That's okay. Not all ideas are winners. I did also, last stream, I tried to grab the immovable rod with my mage hand, but it didn't work. As in, like, it wasn't an option. So, I didn't try, because I didn't feel like dying. Okay, so there's a few things we could do. I could try to give this contract to Viskin, I suppose. There's the deceased elf. Oh boy. Yeah, let's try. This is almost barely possible. At the start of the game, this was like a DC 30. We're getting there. Getting there. All right. Here's a thing from the freestriders. Oh. He lifts it slightly, reading the text. For those who are new to meeting Viskin, Viskin is probably hundreds, if not thousands of years old. We don't know what his deal is, but we know that he is super strong and super tired of our bullshit. Let me attempt it. Okay, you get one roll cookie. Hit the 20. If you hit the 20, I'll say that you had Bless active and it gave you the +1 to succeed. If you hit a nat 20 on your first roll, let's see it. You leave me in suspense. All right, there we go. You do not know Viskin. You will never understand Viskin. This man, he is an ocean, and you don't know how to swim. He lifts it slightly, reading the text. An economic accord. How quaint. I have to hand them out to help Agent Vera. I know very well about the free way of business in the East. I have no interest dealing with these methods unless I am forced to in the event of a governmental shift, which, considering you have been instructed in handing these out, is most likely exactly what is going to happen. Thus, I will indeed, most likely, sign this in the end. Annoy Viskin, yes, good. He's being a bitch about it, who cares? The future is coming, old man. You don't sound too happy about that. Does he ever sound happy? It is the way of things. I much preferred the rule of Earth. This so-called meritocratic. That's a new one for me. Capitalistic society of reeds is based on foul bureaucracy, nothing else. I will manage it well, but in principle, I will stew in resentment. Yeah, samurai, fist bump, fist bump. He meets your fist in the air. We got a fist bump from Viskin. That's crazy. I really didn't expect that. I fully believed that he was going to just like sort of with his pointer and thumb just take our fist and just sort of like inspect it and just sort of like hold it, you know what I mean? Then he places the paper on his desk, among many other documents. Is that all? I need help entering the gate of Yor. I'm sure you do. Just stare at him and breathe loudly. He coughs once. Why not? He says it with such gusto. I knew I could count on you, buddy. Vampire and undead best friend. I don't know if he's a vampire. I don't know if he's undead. I just know something is up. Something. The pale man glares at you with that expressionless expression. This is no major secret. However, the method is quite difficult. To enter the Pillar of Yor through the crack left in the gate, you will need astral projection. The 9th level spell? Indeed. You would need a spell scroll. That is the only reasonable manner to solve this. Can you cast a spell? Without a spell scroll. I cannot, no. Oh my god. This man knows more, is capable of far more than I could ever hope, and I'm gonna just call him embarrassing? No, I cannot. I cannot. But this one I can do. Me neither. I guess we're in the same boat, huh? Elviskin, what a bozo. He does not respond. Oh my god, I love this game so much. Okay. Alright, how about a spell scroll? Oof, he nods. Precisely, cleric. A spell scroll of astral projection, an extremely powerful item, no doubt. However, it would not be so strange for one to be found in the halls beneath us. Of course, despite your natural acumen for string manipulation, you do not possess the ability to cast 9th level spell scrolls reliably. If you acquire one, bring the scroll to me. I will cast it for you. I will do it. I'm afraid I cannot assist you in locating such an artifact. As such, I wish you good luck. Goodbye. Bye. I want to talk to the Sphinx before I go down below. I'm kind of everywhere right now. I'm kind of backtracking a little bit because I feel a little bit, maybe I'm overconfident on my timing, but the summary at the start, it was like, this is it. You're uncovering it all. You're at the end. And I'm like, I'm on day 3 out of 5. I'm only halfway. That's time for me to do side quests. All right, Junk Sphinx. The journey begins for a scroll. Oh yeah. All right, so, that's the professor that we stole stuff from. That's the guy that wants to kill us. That's the guy who's exploring. That's my girlfriend who's teleporting everywhere. That's the musician who hates our guts. Hold on, I have to try. Miss Nearly. The goblin girl notices you approach and immediately gets her instruments ready. Okay, here we go. She is. Where the bird dunk man goes exactly after you release him, he will go. He said somewhere, but I forgot already. He's going to a different country. He doesn't go to this school anymore. Alright, I already know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna do it again. You look up at the goblin as she plays. And if I try to talk to her and I say, hey, I have some questions, she stops her playing immediately. Everyone in the tavern looks your way as the goblin girl tells you in a loud and clear tone, shut up and sit the fuck down. Then after a few seconds of awkward silence, she resumes the song. He's in my deep fryer. Yeah. Right. Okay. She does not want to talk to me at all. How do I guess I give it to her? The Sphinx takes a sip from her barrel of wine. Little one, she says, and looks right through you. I need help entering the Pillar of Yore. Now that was not a request I expected today. Might I ask, why? I can't tell you too much, but trust me, it's important. How mysterious. The Sphinx ponders your request while sipping on her wine. This is no small request, cleric. Tell you what. Complete the riddle first, the difficult one, and perhaps I will consider it. She smiles. Can you tell me the riddle again? She chuckles. As many times as you want, cleric. Okay, I need my pen and paper. Hold on. Guys, we are going to take note of this riddle. Probably end shortly after. Just because of timing. Okay. So this note was for the password, and this note is for the riddle. Okay. So, found within our arcane flare. Oh no, I cannot read my own handwriting when I'm trying to write fast. Twin tongues. Doesn't help that I'm not looking at what I'm writing. Of flame that scorch the air. Yep, everyone take notes. Thank you, chat, thank you. Burrowed deep within the earth. Make sure that you are underlining the word arcane, chat. Arcane is important here. Thank you. Take notes. Oh, primal. A primal string to show your worth. Folk and gods and thronging herds. Is this part important? I don't know. Screenshotting it is much easier. Shut up. Write your notes. Shut up. Sorry, Cookie. Okay, gods. Wronging herds. A man divine alone howls his words. A man divine alone howls his words. I think I know the answer. How do I solve it though? I have to cast a spell. Okay, maybe I just stand here. So like I think it's those three things, right? Can you give me a hint about that riddle? A hint? You dare stand before a sphinx and ask her for a hint? I'm not ever gonna react like that. She puts down her barrel of wine and leans in. You can ask questions, but no, you do not get a hint. I know I have to cast spells. Waiting for Sheepie to send you a picture of it on Discord. You don't get these notes. These notes are really bad. I know that I send you a lot of handwritten notes. Not this one. And this one's because I wasn't looking where I was writing. I was trying to go as fast as possible. So like it's kind of like slanted going beyond the borders of the lines. It's hardly legible. I'll have to do something with you to solve it? No. Damn it, that was a hint. Okay, new rule, you get one hint. And she can make new rules? Man, she is drunk. That was your one hint. It's not something you do directly with me. So not like in dialogue with you or whatever. Got it. Something like that. She sips on her wine, looking regretful. So I'm supposed to do something, just not answer the regular one word. Right? Okay, yeah, okay, correct. Where am I supposed to? No location-based questions. Okay. Trial and error. Not the most silly tactic I've seen over the years. She shrugs again, her cat shoulders sliding smoothly up and down. You haven't seen my sleep-deprived final exam sheet notes? Oh, I've had my fair share of those. That's for darn sure. So, arcane, primal, divine are like our three keywords here. I thought it was for those three things, right? So, which looks surprisingly funny with her whole feline body thing going on. She is attempting to appear mysterious. Do all ancient esoteric Anticipalian creatures act like this? How disappointing. She must be corrupted by these modern times. And, you know, a big barrel of wine. Now get back at it, little one. Okay, so if it is, then that's part of her character right there. Okay. Okay, I have this one out, and then it was primal, and then it was divine. Grand entrance or exit. You could probably walk up the stairs to the right of her. I don't believe I can. I think I tried that before, but they are blocked by her various gallons and gallons of wine. You know, not too sure, but we will think on this riddle and we'll come back to it next time. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. I'm so sorry that I was a little bit late, and I was so sad when I thought that I wouldn't be able to stream tonight. But we're here. We hit 100 followers on Twitch, and I don't know if you guys have seen my Twitter, but oh my gosh, there's been a lot going on. I hate social media. I know nothing about Twitter. So the fact that I'm meeting some people there is really cool. It's really fun. I'm having a fun time being here with you guys. And I'll be back on Thursday for more Esoteric Ebb. And then on Sunday, we'll be here with Oni playing Coral Island. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you guys for being here. I'm really happy you guys had a fun time. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Sleep well. And if you want the full rundown of everything that has happened so far in our playthrough, we do have full VODs posted on YouTube. And if you want, you can join the Discord and ask any questions about the playthrough that we've had so far. Yeah, I will see you guys on Thursday. Good night. Have a good one.